Welcome back to our 30-day story challenge, where we share a new magical tale every single day. Please like and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a moment of our daily fairy adventures. Have you ever wished you could fly high above the clouds and touch the very edges of the sky? Join us today as we tell the legend of Princess Lyra, the girl who finally mastered the wild wind. High atop the jagged emerald peaks sat the kingdom of Zephyria, where the wind never stopped blowing softly. The city was built with beautiful silver windmills that turned constantly to provide power for all the people. Princess Lyra lived in the tallest tower of the castle, which was designed to catch every passing mountain breeze. She wore a dress made of light golden silk that fluttered behind her like the wings of a butterfly. While other princesses studied embroidery, Lyra spent her time building the most beautiful and colorful kites in the world. Her room was filled with frames of bamboo and rolls of vibrant paper in every shade of the rainbow. One morning, Lyra climbed to the highest balcony with her favorite kite, which was shaped like a great eagle. She let the string go, watching as the eagle kite soared and dove through the clear, bright blue air. The people in the village below looked up and smiled, knowing the kite princess was at her morning play. Suddenly, the sky turned a strange, sickly shade of gray, and the air became heavy and very, very quiet. The great silver windmills of Zephyria slowed down and then stopped turning for the first time in many centuries. Lyra's eagle kite fell from the sky like a stone, its paper wings crinkling as it hit the ground. A dark sorcerer named Baron Glower stood on a distant peak, holding a staff that sucked the wind away. He hated the noise of the windmills and wanted the world to be silent and still under his rule. Without the wind, the city fell into a deep shadow, and the people became cold and very, very frightened. The king and queen looked at the still windmills and realized that their beautiful kingdom was now in great danger. Lyra ran to the royal library, searching through dusty scrolls for a way to bring the wind back home. She found an ancient blueprint hidden inside a secret golden tube that belonged to the first king of Zephyria. The blueprint described the Kite of the Four Winds, a magical craft that could break any dark weather curse. To build it, Lyra needed 3 magical items: dragon silk, a cloud bone, and a length of star string.
They believe the magic is lost, but the answer has been here all along. I will not let them down.
She packed her bag and prepared to leave the silent castle to find the ingredients for her magical kite. Her parents worried about the journey, but Lyra showed them her blueprint and promised to return with the wind. Lyra traveled to the Cave of Whispers, where a friendly dragon named Ember guarded the legendary rolls of silk. The cave was filled with warm steam and the sound of the dragon's deep, rhythmic, and very loud snoring. Lyra tiptoed past the sleeping dragon's tail, her golden silk dress rustling softly against the hard cave floor. She spotted a roll of shimmering red silk sitting on a pile of gold coins at the back of the cave. As she reached for the silk, Ember the dragon opened one large glowing orange eye and looked directly at her.
Do not be afraid, Lyra. I merely wish to understand why a princess would seek out an old dragon like me.
By my honor as Princess of Eldoria, I speak the truth. My heart is pure in this matter.
Ember was impressed by her bravery and gave her the dragon silk, which felt as light as a summer breeze. Lyra thanked the dragon and hurried out of the cave, feeling the first spark of hope in her heart. Next, she had to climb the Pillar of Mist to reach the highest point where the clouds were solid. The air was thin and very cold, making Lyra's breath come out in small, white clouds of frosty mist. She reached the top and found a piece of hardened cloud that looked like a curved white bird bone. A group of playful wind sprites danced around her, trying to pull the cloud bone away from her small hands. Lyra laughed and played a game with them, showing her skill by catching the floating bone mid-air 3 times. The sprites were delighted and allowed her to keep the cloud bone as a gift for her noble quest. The final item was the star string, which could only be found at the edge of the moon pool at night. Lyra waited by the water as the stars reflected on the surface like thousands of tiny glowing white diamonds. She used a silver hook to catch a beam of starlight and began to spin it into a thread. The string glowed with a cold white light that hummed with the music of the entire night sky. She wound the string around a wooden spool, careful not to let the magical light touch the ground. With all 3 items in her bag, Lyra began the long walk back to her silent and still kingdom. Lyra arrived at the castle workshop and spread her magical materials across the large oak working table. She used the cloud bone to create the frame, bending it into a strong and very flexible diamond shape. She stretched the dragon silk over the frame, securing it with the star string that hummed with a light. As she worked, the kite began to glow with a brilliant mix of red, white, and silver energy. The people of the village gathered at the base of the tower, watching the mysterious glow from the window. Baron Glower saw the light from his dark peak and sent a flock of shadow crows to stop the princess. The crows circled the tower, their black wings blocking the moonlight and filling the air with a terrifying noise. Lyra ignored the crows and tied the final knot, completing the most powerful kite ever built by human hands. Lyra carried the glowing kite to the balcony and looked out at the dark and silent world of Zephyria. She threw the kite into the air, but there was no wind to catch it, and it started falling. Lyra didn't give up. She began to run along the castle walls, pulling the string with all her strength. The kite of the 4 winds began to glow brighter, creating its own swirling vortex of warm golden air. Suddenly, the kite snapped upward, pulling Lyra off her feet as it soared high above the black shadow crows. The shadow crows tried to peck at the dragon silk, but the star string burned them with a holy light. Baron Glower screamed in anger and pointed his staff at the kite, firing a bolt of dark purple lightning. Lyra steered the kite with expert precision, making it dive and roll to avoid the dangerous magical lightning bolts.
I am not afraid! I defy you!
The kite reached the center of the dark storm and exploded in a massive wave of pure white wind. The wave of wind pushed the gray clouds away, revealing the bright blue sky and the warm morning sun. The silver windmills of Zephyria began to spin faster and faster, filling the kingdom with a joyful mechanical hum. Baron Glower's staff shattered into 1,000 pieces, and he vanished into a puff of harmless gray smoke. Lyra landed gently on her balcony as the kite of the 4 winds returned to her hands, glowing softly. Her parents ran to embrace her, their faces full of pride and joy as the wind ruffled their hair. The people in the village cheered and danced, celebrating the return of life-giving breezes to their beautiful home. Lyra became known as the Kite Queen, the guardian of the winds who kept the kingdom safe and bright. She opened a school to teach all the children of Zephyria how to build and fly their own kites. On every anniversary, the sky was filled with thousands of colorful kites dancing in the warm mountain air. Lyra looked at the camera and smiled, holding her eagle kite as the wind blew across her beautiful balcony. The camera panned up to the sky where the kites looked like a sea of floating magical jewels. We hope you loved the journey of Princess Lyra as she found the courage to master the wild wind. Remember the moment when the windmills first stopped and the whole world became silent and very, very still? Think of the bravery it took for Lyra to enter the dragon's cave and claim the shimmering dragon silk. Recall the beauty of the moon pool where she spun the starlight into a glowing and very powerful star string. Our story shows that even a small princess can overcome a great darkness with skill, hope, and a kite. Which of the 3 magical ingredients would you like to find if you were on a quest for magic? Let us know in the comments below if you prefer the dragon silk, cloud bone, or the star string. Every like and comment helps us bring more of these cinematic fairy tales to our growing magical story community. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss our daily story challenge. It is a story of a woodcutter who found a golden axe that could only cut through the shadows. We are so grateful for your support as we reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers together soon. Look at the silver windmills spinning in the distance, a symbol of a kingdom that found its strength again. Princess Lyra is still up there on her balcony, watching over the winds and protecting the beautiful emerald peaks. The sky is a canvas of colors, and the wind is a song that will never be silent again. May your own dreams take flight today, just like the kites of Zephyria soaring high above the white clouds. From the depths of the Cave of Whispers to the heights of the Pillar of Mist, adventure is everywhere. The legend of the Kite Princess reminds us that we all have the power to master our own winds. Keep your hearts open to the magic that surrounds us in the rustle of leaves and the breeze. We wish you a peaceful night and dreams filled with the bright colors of 1,000 soaring eagle kites tonight. The silver windmills continue to turn, generating light and hope for every single person in the Happy Kingdom. Lyra's School of Kites is full of laughter and the sound of children learning to reach for the stars. The Kite of the 4 Winds sits in a place of honor in the Great Hall of Athelgard. It serves as a reminder that the spirit of adventure is the strongest wind of all in the world. Ember, the giant crimson dragon, waved his massive tail and blew gentle lavender steam into the warm mountain air. The playful wind sprites danced in shimmering white circles, leaving trails of magical mist across the bright blue sky. The star string glowed with a cold and brilliant silver light, humming a soft melody of the night sky. The dark iron staff lay shattered on the jagged rocks, its purple orb finally cold and completely devoid of power. The king and queen stood together on the high balcony, their faces filled with relief as the wind returned. Cheerful children ran through the cobblestone streets, their small pinwheels spinning rapidly in the fresh and life-giving mountain breeze. The sunset sky was a beautiful canvas of pink and orange, filled with swirling patterns of magical golden dust. The silver towers of Zephyria sparkled in the sunlight, while the giant windmills turned with a rhythmic and peaceful sound. The ancient book of legends closed with a soft thud, its golden cover shimmering under the light of stars. Click the subscribe button now to join our magical family and enjoy a brand new adventure every single day. Let us revisit the most breathtaking moments from Lyra's flight against the darkness of Baron Glower's terrifying storm. Do you remember the sheer power of the dragon silk as it rippled in the princess's determined small hands? The way the cloud bone hummed with the secrets of the sky when Lyra first touched its icy surface. The star string was like a bridge to the heavens, pulling the light of the galaxy down to Earth. The Kite Princess proved that creativity is a weapon much more powerful than any dark sorcerer's heavy iron staff. Zephyria is a land where imagination is the fuel that keeps the giant silver windmills turning for all time. If you could fly a kite anywhere in the world, would you choose the mountains or the deep ocean? Your comments help us decide where our next big adventure will take place in our magical story world. We love reading your theories about the secret origins of the magical items found in our daily tales. Princess Lyra's golden silk gown is now a symbol of bravery for every young girl in the kingdom. The eagle kite still dances in the clouds, a silent guardian watching over the peace of the Emerald Peaks. Even the shadows are afraid of the light that shines from a heart full of hope and wild dreams. Tomorrow's story about the Crystal Forest will feature some of our most detailed and beautiful 3D animations yet. We are constantly improving our craft to bring the magic of these fairy tales to life for you all today. The 30-day challenge is our way of saying thank you for being the best audience in the world today. May the winds of fortune always blow in your direction and lead you to your own secret magical discoveries. The silver key to the North Tower from our last story is now safely kept in Lyra's royal treasury. Every story we tell is connected in the great tapestry of the magical stories and fairy tales universe today. Look up at the stars tonight and imagine they are the beads of light on Lyra's magical star string. The world is a beautiful place when we see it through the eyes of wonder and the Kite Princess. Sleep tightly and dream of flying through neon clouds and dancing with the playful and friendly wind sprites tonight. The Kingdom of Zephyria bids you a fond farewell until we meet again for our next grand adventure tomorrow. We are so close to our subscriber goal, and every single one of you makes a huge difference to us. Like and share this video to help us spread kindness and magic across the entire digital world right now. Our artists have spent hundreds of hours perfecting the textures of the dragon scales and the silver windmills. From the first sketch to the final render, we pour our hearts into every single scene we show you. Princess Lyra's journey is a reminder that we can always find a way to make the world move again. The sun is setting over the Emerald Peaks, painting the windmills in colors of fire and bright, glowing gold. Good night, friends, and may your own kites always fly high and true against the winds of any dark storm. Like, share, and subscribe to Magical Stories and Fairy Tales for your daily dose of magic and beautiful dreams. Share this video with your friends and family to spread the magic of the Kite Princess to everyone today.